And he's had real trouble with getting channels suspended. And if you care to know something about that, apparently there's somebody that's linking videos to some type of weird, like, adult content search engine or something. And I guess that's been causing him some problems. This person, or people, or whatever, whoever it is, they literally copy other people's videos that get a fair amount of hits. They don't go after like people like Lisa Nova and stuff, from what I've seen, or else they would get busted like a lot faster. They don't go after partners, but they go after people that get like a fair amount of hits and steal their videos, put them on their own site to attract traffic to their site, and then hopefully they're trying to get people to go to this website. And that's been causing them some problems. But other people have found out about this and have gotten upset too, so they're ganging up on them. I did my part, went and flagged their page. Look, you know what? The idea is that we're not flagging people for like crummy content. At some point, you know what? I had a policy of not flagging anybody or anything, but when somebody started playing dirty tricks on me, really being a jerk, that was the only way I could retaliate, is to flag their page. What can I say? I had to get him kicked off YouTube. Needed to. And most of his channels are off YouTube. There's still one or two hanging around there. And I found out if enough of us get together and concentrate on somebody and block them, the YouTube takes notice of that. So that's another possible tool that we can use to gang up on somebody. Hey, I'm only for ganging up on somebody that deserves it, okay? Believe me though, somebody will probably gang up on me someday. Luckily this jerk was only one person, so he could spread a lot of lies and say a lot of awful things. But he, by himself, and he didn't have that many friends, could not get me kicked off YouTube. All right, grailcode.net. Like that name, Grailcode. Like the icon, it's a blinking eye. King Brandor says no videos, but 9 favorites. Dirty Butt Cake. I think this is another one of those joke accounts because there's no favorites, no zeros. It's a sock account. Enraged XX. This guy's a pretty good vlogger. He's got he's got a good life story, and even though he looks tough and scary, he's a good. You can tell. You listen to him talk. He's a good guy. But he looks like a biker. No offense, dude, Enraged, but you look kind of a lot tougher than me, citizenkong. That's why I wear the fez, to intimidate. Oh yeah. All right. Oh, another one of these wonderful channel names. I braid ass hairs. Yeah. Colonel Douglas Mortimer. Interesting channel, Colonel Douglas Mortimer. Looking forward to some videos. 0 so far. Here we have Head Dr. Bender. Well, for those of you that are longtime followers of citizenkong and his videos, you may have heard of Dr. Bender. He's one of the characters that I created along with Billy Bob Bloodhound Turd. There's Dr. Bender, and then there is and Dr. Bender's full name is Werner Bender. Dr. Werner Bender. His father was English, his mother was German. His students called him Wiener Bender behind his back. That's a little bit of the backstory on Dr. Bender. Dr. Bender is basically fighting the good fight, but he doesn't play fair. And, anyway, that's a little bit about Dr. Bender. But I recommend you visit Head Dr. Bender's channel. This guy has taken the Dr. Bender thing and more or less pumped a little life back into my other channel that I've been ignoring completely, the Royal Order of the Fez, the ROF. And that's going to tie in to the continuing Kill Kong saga, whichever way it goes. At some point, citizenkong will have to remove his fez. I'll wear it for Fez Night, but Agent citizenkong cannot wear a fez everywhere he goes. It just attracts too much attention. All right then. And that business about purple alert. Yes, well, I think we're going to change the alert status. I'm not sure which one to pick, though, right now. How about, like, white alert? I know, that doesn't sound right, does it? We'll think of something. Dark Matter 1985. Thank you for subbing. He's got 44 videos. Bonesy 99. Dancing skeleton animation. Ghost Seekers 3. This is a Forrest. Sorry if I'm forgetting your last name, but your first name is Forrest. And this is one of his other channels for Dr. Morbius. Forrest, I just remember that's your first name. He does stuff on Star Wars collectibles, visits places that the Ghost Seekers channels where there's... He came to San Diego where we have the Whaley House. And I remember growing up hearing stories of the Whaley House. Time tell, back in the day, that nobody could ever spend an entire night in the Whaley House alone. And it was sort of like this thing. People would try it. The Whaley House, it was basically not abandoned, but sort of created as sort of a landmark or something. And I think it's been years since they've allowed anybody to even attempt to spend the night in it. I mean, I think they stopped doing that in the 30s or something. But they say, that it's haunted. The Whaley House in Old Town San Diego. On their little tour, they were down for Big Letdown. What do you expect? Middle of the day with a bunch of tourists? Right, like you're really going to see a ghost? Blake the Pacifist. I watched a few of this guy's videos, and I like his style. He's okay. Blake the Pacifist, thank you for subbing. I like your videos, too. Oh, yeah, that's good. Thank you. I like your videos. Tom Searson's World 009 or 009. Rumor be, I don't know. I get the feeling from some of the chatter that Tom Searson's not a cool guy. There's a few people that stick up for him. But I've heard that he's kind of, I don't know, that he's trouble. So I don't think this is actually Tom Searson, but this must be one of his followers or one of his friends or something. But thank you for subbing. And if Tom Searson's a great guy, well, I will let you try to convince me of that. But I don't know. His reputation precedes him. That somewhere along the line I got the impression that he was not cool. So if anybody thinks Tom Searson is cool, tell me. Tell me that he's cool. But I heard some bad stuff about you. That you're not nice. All right. Tutorial channel. This is a very interesting channel. It's all like tutorials on how to do stuff with software. But I'm running a Mac, so I didn't see... It was kind of interesting, but I think some of the software that I visited was engineering some sort of graphic software that I don't think was Mac, compatible. I'm just guessing, but I know a little of Photoshop, a little bit. Sunset Park 45. This guy's a hoot. He's like a East Coast New York kind of sounding tough guy, and real funny. Jeff at Nigel Cromwell's channel first hit me to this guy, and he's turned around and subbed to me. So thank you for subbing, Sunset Park 45. Pip Lup Freak, thank you for subbing, Pip Lup Freak, and Skeptal 90. This guy just squeaked in, just at the last minute before Fez Night began. Skeptical 90. So he's got 6 videos up, haven't had a chance to visit them. And so, welcome to my new subscribers. Chin chin, cheers.